Hi there. So in this video, we will be talking about special symbols. There are a number of symbols that are frequently used, but they don't have specific keys for them on the keyboard. So for example, almost any web page has a copyright symbol. So even if you go to the Apple website, you see this sign at the bottom of the page, but there is no such symbol on the keyboard, and that's why in order to write it, you need to go to some kind of search engine like Google and find this symbol, then copy it and paste it to the page. And I think we can agree that this is not the most convenient way to do it. I mean to go to a search engine every time and look it up. The same goes for the trademark sign, registered trademark sign, and many others. Therefore, to make life easier, at least in this regard, there are special code names. So we can use the code names to add desired symbols to our page. All these code names share the same format. First you write the ampersand sign, which looks similar to the letter S. And on most computers you can write it if you press Shift+7. Next goes the code name itself, which identifies the symbol. Usually it's either a word or a shorthand. In any case, the name is pretty self-explanatory. At the end, you just add a semicolon. So let's look at some examples of some popular special symbols. To insert the copyright sign, you need to write the ampersand, copy, and semicolon. And if you open up a page, you see the copyright sign instead of the code name that you wrote. So let's try to do this in practice. We're going to create a separate paragraph and write ampersand copy semicolon. Let's save it and open it up in our browser. And now you see the familiar sign on our page. So to insert the trademark sign, we need to write the ampersand sign, trade, semicolon. So let's do that as well. Then we write this. So let's insert, for example, vertex TM. And as you can see, everything works fine. So there are a lot of these symbols, a lot more than on this list. You can also add them by just going online and search for them, as I have already mentioned. You don't always have to use the special code name. However, there are a few times when you do need to use the special code name for it. For example, when you have the less than or greater than signs. So their code names are the ampersand LT semicolon or the ampersand GT semicolon. So LT stands for less than, GT stands for greater than. In HTML, they are used to open and close tags. So that's why you need to write them as special symbols, so the browser doesn't confuse it as the beginning or end of a tag. So let's add these two special symbols to our page. We'll write ampersand LT semicolon, and at the end, after trade, we add ampersand GT semicolon. Let's save it. And now we can see the angular brackets. Alright. You also need to use the special code name to write the ampersand sign itself, because otherwise it might signify the beginning of the code name for special symbols. So to write it, you do the following. You write the ampersand sign, then amp and semicolon. So if in the special symbol ampersand trade semicolon, if we replace the ampersand sign with the special symbol for it, then the trademark special symbol will not be added anymore. Instead, we will see the ampersand symbol and then the word trade and semicolon. So the last symbol that you need to write as a special symbol is quotes, because quotes also signify the start and end of an attribute. So to write quotes, you write the following: the ampersand sign, then the word quote, and semicolon. Alright, so that's all you need to know about special symbols for this video. I'll see you in the next one.